Hi guys, this is FD for Sage5.tv once more, back with another video, and today we are going to touch on major upgrades coming to Polkadot network. If you are new, thank you very much for stopping by. Please don't forget to subscribe to our channel as well as click that notification bell in case you might miss some of our upcoming videos. This is a place to learn and we're trying to share our knowledge with you guys. So please try and support our channel as well as learn as much as you can. Whilst you're learning or whilst you're on your crypto learning journey, try and learn from more than one source of information. The information I'm going to share with you in this video, guys, is not financial advice. These are just my own opinions and how I see the market. I'm trying to share with my community and take them on a journey within the crypto space and see where we get to come the next bull run. So with one of the seriously talented leadership teams and strong developer community, Polkadot is planning on bringing some major upgrades to the Polkadot network. What do you expect from a team led by one of the original creators of Ethereum, who actually wrote the Solidity programming language, now the mainstay for Ethereum smart contract? Instead of leveraging his knowledge of Solidity, the smart contract language that he wrote from scratch, Gavin Wood opted for a blank page, which saw him write a new programming language for Polkadot, Substrate programming language. The whole Polkadot architecture portrays a well-designed blockchain network that is designed with the future in mind via the runtime upgrade. In this video, we are going to share with you some of the upgrades we believe will make Polkadot one of the most sought-after cryptocurrency blockchain networks at a time when regulations are starting to trickle into this space. Let's start with one of the upgrades, asynchronous backing. Asynchronous backing is the first major set of optimizations for Polkadot's Parachain consensus protocol since launch back in December 2021. With asynchronous backing, block times are due to be improved from 12 seconds to 6 seconds. That is cutting current block times in half, and that is huge, guys. Additional benefits deriving from this upgrade are lower latency, faster finality, that is the time it takes for a transaction to be confirmed on a parachain, increased throughput as well as increased block time allocation for execution, recycling of unused blocks, that means those blocks that have failed to reach the relay chain during their first attempt. This will undoubtedly be a major scalability upgrade primed to improve the parachain efficiency and network performance optimization. In terms of transaction speed, or TPS, transaction per second, the numbers being thrown about range between 10,000 to 1 million TPS per second. That is huge, guys. If this come out to be true and it's actually implemented and executed, 10,000 to 1 million transactions per second on a larger network like Polkadot, that is immense. If this can be achieved with no downtime, blockchains that suffer from stoppage issues on a regular basis, such as Solana, are about to get crushed, with speed being one of their chief USPs. Because you know, Solana does boast about hundreds of thousands of transactions per second, a figure that is debatable across the space, but there you go. Polkadot are actually coming to smash that. That is going to be something to look out for. The next upgrade is around bridges. Kusama and Polkadot are getting their own bridge. Yay! We love that. About time too. As highlighted by recent exploits, building secure bridge primitives is a considerable undertaking. On many an occasion, it has been a frustrating affair to move assets between the two sister networks, as it meant exiting a position on one and reopening that same position on the other, sometimes with an unacceptable loss of resources. Could be paying a lot in transaction fees just to move your position from one network to the other. As far as we understand, in the works is a bridge hub, which will be a message routing service within each network. That is to say, it will not store much state about the bridged chains, for example, wrapped assets, but rather forward messages to other parachains like StateMint to handle. Because of the execution isolation provided by parachains, the activity on a parachain does not affect the relay chain or any other parachain. So a bridge hub can support bridges to many other consensus systems. This development will not exclude other bridges from existence. Teams who have built a bridge that does not fit under the common goods umbrella can still operate as parachains and offer their bridge services to the network. So existing bridges will still have space to operate as they are or as they come in, but this bridge hub, I think, is going to be huge for the .sama ecosystem, which is your Kusama and Polkadot networks. The next upgrade is being called the next generation scheduling of Parathreads. Among the other fundamental reasons why Polkadot uses the concept of parachains is interoperability and shared security of the network. However, one of the downsides for the parachain architecture has been the increased cost of launching as a parachain for some projects. And to address that, the Parity technology, which is the entity that is behind much of Polkadot's development, came up with a fairer method, that of Parathreads. Parathreads are a pay-as-you-go parachains. Teams pay only for the services they require and actually use, which means projects can launch launch without waiting for the next auction. Parathreads are ideal for teams that prefer faster iteration, teams that are interested in research and development. In other words, a team can run an experimental Parathread on Polkadot instead of on Kusama if that's what they choose to do. And also those teams that intend to launch as Parachains at a later date can launch as Parathreads to allow for seamless upgrades to becoming full Parachains with guaranteed capacity. A Parathread, by the way, can participate and upgrade to a full Parachain using auctions whilst it's still fully operational. So with the next generation scheduling or NGS, both Parachains and Parathreads will be able to adapt the amount of consensus resources they make use of based on their requirements. My understanding is that Parachains will also be able to boost the amount of block space and execution time they have access to. Any excess resources will then be freed for more chains to purchase. So again, it's optimization, it's efficiency. They are trying to make sure resources are allocated or channeled where they are required the most. Guys, it's all coming together now. And at this level and at this stage, I cannot see Ethereum getting anywhere near third generation blockchains like Polkadot. This generation of blockchains is designed for purpose, whereas Ethereum is some design flaws within its architecture which cannot be amended without a complete revamp of the whole blockchain. What does everyone think? Comments down below, guys, or you can choose to send us a postcard. The next upgrade is cross-consensus messaging or XCM version 3. Polkadot's XCM or cross-consensus messaging is having its third major release. For those not in the know, XCM or cross-consensus messaging is a universal language for cross-chain communication that is used within and outside Polkadot's ecosystem. This latest upgrade is going to bring in the following benefits to the ecosystem: bridging to external networks, improved fee payments for operations, support for NFTs, APIs for querying and invoking pallets on other chains. So this is going to be huge, especially around NFTs. XCM version 3 is being earmarked for the end of 2022. The next upgrade involves what is internally referred to as weights, as in weightlifting within the Polkadot ecosystem. Essentially, weights are the mechanisms by which substrate transactions and actions are measured against block capacity. The work on weights version 2 introduces a notion of multi-dimensional weights, which measure not only execution time but also the amount of state accessed by a particular operation. The amount of data necessary to validate a particular parachain block is a key determining factor and must be limited to sizes accepted by the relay chain's on-chain configuration. Essentially, weights version 2 makes substrate runtimes more amenable to stateless client approaches and therefore marks a key step in making it easy to write parachains and other kinds of rollups using substrate. This is also a precursor to XCM version 3 or cross-consensus messaging version 3. So you need the weights version 2 to lay the groundwork for XCM version 3 to be implemented, which makes sense if you put it in that order. And then there is also governance overhaul. The latest updates to Polkadot's governance aims to enhance decentralization. This will see the current system of councils and technical committees replaced by Polkadot fellowships and moves voting decisions to community referendums. The acts of voting in a referendum, submitting a referendum, or becoming a delegate are totally permissionless. This novel governance system is scheduled to be deployed on Kusama at the beginning of Q4 2022, which is between now and December of this year, 2022. Most likely with runtime upgrade version 0.9.3. The proposal to deploy the new model will be proposed to the community and needs to be voted on and approved in the referenda queue by token holders. So that was the governance overhaul that is being proposed or coming through. The next upgrade is that of collectives, parachains. Now, this is a new kind of parachain. It's called Polkadot Collectives and will be home to numerous collectives that form in the service of the Polkadot network. Polkadot Fellowship covered in this video is one such collective and will be the successor to current technical committee. Another collective is the Polkadot Alliance, which is a grouping of community teams coming together to safeguard the stewardship of the Polkadot brand against malpractice and misuse. Although the alliance will exist on chain and publish its findings of unscrupulous websites and accounts on chain, it will not have any governance powers. The collective's parachain is earmarked for this month, October of 2022. So it's imminent. So there you have it, guys. All fun and interesting stuff coming out of Polkadot. Any thoughts? Which of these upgrades and changes are you looking forward to? For us, it certainly has to be the Bridge Hub and the cross-consensus messaging version 3, as we believe this too will certainly trigger a quantum leap in Polkadot's value proposition and will certainly open a niche area within Web3. If you think about it, the mere presence of a bridge between Kusama and Polkadot could potentially reconfigure the current relationship between Kusama and Polkadot. What does everyone think? Please comment down below and let us know. And whilst you're down there, guys, don't forget to click like and subscribe. As well as smash that notification bell. As far as you're concerned, we are in Polkadot for the long term, and this is how we are playing this. With Polkadot, we are going heavy into Parachain auctions because we know whatever returns we get from those Parachain auctions, they will more than compensate for whatever resources we're spending on the Dotcoin. How is everyone playing this Parachain thing? Please let us know, comment down below. We're still proceeding with Kusama and Polkadot Parachain slot auctions. Only those that appeal to us, those with ridiculous rewards, as in paltry or tiny, we are not interested. Let them keep their resources. We'll wait for when the price becomes attractive. As of now, that's it from your host, FD4H5.tv, signing out for now. Bye.